We just want to bless the name of our God and greet you with the precious name of Jesus, the only name that matters. A few weeks ago, I tried to encourage the body to be as generous. Thank you, officers. I need to just run through this real quickly. To be as generous as you possibly can so that we can respond to obviously the recent aftermath of the recent storms, obviously in Texas, Florida, and Puerto Rico. And as you know, you responded in such a way that we were fortunate enough to be able to send to the Salvation Army in the name of Oak Spring Church for right at $10,000 in support of those efforts. And I'm real uncomfortable when I do that, and our officers know that. I'm real uncomfortable when I do that merely because the biblical principle that Jesus says, that teaches us in the Sermon on the Mount, that when you support people and give, and when you do what you're supposed to do, you don't need to ring a bell about it. However, I do think because you are investors in this ministry, every now and then, you may not know all the details. You may not know every I that is dotted, every T that is crossed, and every dime that is spent. You may not know that. But every now and then, you ought to at least know what we're trying to do corporately and overall. And so I wanted to just make sure that I keep it in your minds that this church is committed to being as supportive and benevolent as we possibly can. And we are only as good to others as you continue to support this ministry. And I want to, as pastor, I want to thank you for your continued generosity. I want to thank you for your stewardship. And then I want to thank you for the masses. I know I got some naysayers in the room, and you'll never, ever have 100% support. But I want to thank the congregation at large for placing the confidence that you have in the leadership ministry of this church to make decisions for the resources that you invest into this church. And so I wanted to just kind of pause for a moment. We have creative people in our audio and video ministry. I just want to show you something real quickly. Eric, let's do it. Was last week where I had asked this body to consider supporting an effort for us to sow financial support to the storm relief for individuals who've experienced storms, specifically for Texas, Florida, and Puerto Rico. I want Sister Benita Terry Malone, come here. Come down front, please. Come on. Watch this, y'all. As she is coming, I want you all to know that she is the development manager. Come on up here. I ain't gonna hurt you. The development manager of the Salvation Army here in the Mid-South. And we thank God for her position, and we thank God for her access. And the leaders and I met this past Monday night, and we decided, based upon how you responded last week and how I know you're going to respond today, we decided to present Miss Malone with a check to the Salvation Army in the amount of $10,000 for the storm relief victims. We thank you. Come on, give God praise. To make sure that we continue to keep it among us, that this is another many reasons why you continue to support this ministry. And I also wanted to make it known that the Salvation Army has responded in receipt of our gift, and they have dispersed our gift the way we have asked them to do so. And I wanted to make sure that we get back and report to you that the money went where we said it was going, and your funds are supporting individuals that you saw on that video clip. So let's give God praise for the opportunity to be a blessing to someone less fortunate than we are. All of us got our power, none of us slept outdoors, but yet we have some resources that's helping some people who were displaced. To God be the glory.